All right, we finished up our deliveries. I got another service call. Hot water boiler, no heat. That's all I heard. They said there's a humming noise coming from it. So we'll have to go check that out. I'll be right back. I had to lock the gate. Hopefully I will not be coming back here until tomorrow morning. But so we'll go see what their problem is with this boiler. They said it's really cold in there. I know I delivered fuel there, probably a week ago. So I know they're not out of fuel, and they weren't out of fuel then, but I'm wondering how. Nobody's there right now, so I'm wondering how often somebody has checked that house. And you know, if you're going to go away, you want to have somebody check it every day, especially in the cold weather, because if their heat's been off for a few days, or for, you know, even for a week, we've had some pretty cold weather. I just hope that place is not froze up, because I am not up for that job tonight, I'll tell you that, trying to get that heating system back up. So we'll find out when we get there. One of these radio stations time this just perfect. They're all advertisements all at the same time. I don't want to hear advertisements. School zone, 25 miles. All right, we're here. Get my tools out of the truck, and we'll be ready to go. I gotta get me a toolbox that fits in here. Can't be very deep though. Maybe about 11 inches. I gotta look and see what's available. A trusty crescent wrench, 4-in-1 screwdriver, this, and we're ready to go. So let's go on in and see what's going on. It's bitter cold in here, and we don't have a battery operated thermostat. We've got just one of those big easy to read jobs. So it's on 50, it's set at 60. So we'll go downstairs and see what we can find. Turn the lights on down there. I haven't seen this in a while. Find the light switch. There's one here somewhere. There we go. It's off on reset. And kind of sounds like maybe it's a transformer. I don't know. Get my little handy dandy screwdriver situated here. 4-in-1, I love them. The Lutz brand screwdrivers. You can buy them cheap. And my guess is that maybe, just maybe, I always unplug the eye. No, that's going. Oh, yummy. That looks good. Take a look down in there, see what we got. All right, I think we're gonna go out and clean that electrode. Okay, went out, cleaned this up, put a new nozzle in it. Got the adjusted. I always use the gauges. There was quite a gap on that, on the electrodes there on the end. So this little nut, make sure we put it on the right way. A lot of guys put it on backwards. Excess fuel built up in there. We got one zone calling. That would be the zone upstairs because it's about 10 degrees on it. But looking here, I'm going to clean this off a little bit. Look at that air band, all the from the lint from right there. And you got that right next to your heating thing, your heating appliance. That's what happens. And it builds up, and then it can start burning real dirty as it chokes off the air supply. And so let's see what we got. That looks not a lot there. There we go. Probably going to recommend that they service this summer, so we can come in here and do a good job. Tire looks a lot better now. I think that's all it was. Like I say, it was a gap on the electrodes. And now it's getting some air, so we're good to go. I know I put the eye back on. Let's tighten up this transformer. Don't want any mishaps there. At least we know the house is not frozen up. That's a plus. It's always a plus. But the last thing I'd want to do is work on that right now. I just got way too much to do as a one-man band. So we'll wait and watch this come up to temperature. And I think we're getting some movement on the gauge already, and I can actually feel some warmth. So it's still coming back cold, but I'm still feeling some warmth. So we'll give it a little time and see what happens. So while we're waiting for that to come up to temperature, like I said, when you have washer and dryer right here, this in this close proximity to your heating appliance, that burner will draw in lint. It'll plug it up. It can cause all kinds of problems. So, you know, you got to be pretty vigilant about keeping that clean. I haven't seen this boiler in several years to clean it, to do any kind of service, and I don't believe anybody else has either. But you'll get that same thing, believe it or not, from cat hair. If you got pets that come down around the heating appliance and kind of stay around where it's warm, that burner will suck in cat hair. If somebody's painting in the cellar, I had one where they had been doing a lot of refinishing in their basement, a lot of sanding, and a lot of, I don't know if it was varnish or paint or what it was they used, but that burner sucked that cloud of whatever it was in there, and then they were sanding and it sucked that in and it was stuck right to the electrodes and everything. It wouldn't ignite. Once I cleaned it up, it fired up no problem. But yeah, so it's amazing what'll actually pull in there when that's drawn air. That really moves some air. This is boiler mate. As you can see, this is the zone that's heating first. I think the priority is on this control, so I'm going to check and see if the priority's on, and then I may switch it if it is, just to see if the make sure that it's the water is circulating and coming back warm, and then I don't have to sit here. There we go, all of them are on now. So I'll put the priority back on so that it heats the hot water, but then I want to make sure we're getting, and it is coming back cold now. We're getting a little more temperature on the boiler, and I just want to make sure we've got the water coming back warm, and then I'll switch it back to priority so that it heats the boiler mate, and then we'll go on. Although I probably should check and make sure that that switches back over, because I've had that happen where the priority, something in the control messes up, and when it's on priority it sticks, so you end up having to shut it off and leave it off from that point forward, you know, and then at some point change of control if that's what the customer wants to do. So we'll see if we're coming back warm. Okay, this is starting to come back warm, and I believe this one is coming back warm as well. So all right, so we know that's good. So now what we're going to do is we are going to put this back on priority. All the other zones shut off. This one stays on. And we are going to simulate that zone 3 is satisfied. And it is, and those two start heating. So we know that is working correctly. So we'll put it back in here. Sure that that's on there. It goes back onto priority. We got heat going around all the zones, so we know there's no blockages. And I didn't think it was frozen because when I got here it felt pretty warm inside. So put this cover on, tighten up the screw, and then as soon as it hits that, I can see that says it's on, so that is heating, coming back warm, so we know we're golden. So I'd say they were good. So that wasn't bad. In and out, and no, I think we're gonna head on home.